Internet behavior is shifting as more users bypass traditional Google search to ask AI chatbots for immediate answers. This chart shows the shift in strategy. The old rules of search engine optimization don't guarantee you traffic anymore. To get cited by ChatGPT or Perplexity, you have to transition to answer engine optimization. Getting picked up by these AI systems requires strict data structuring. You have to execute specific schema markup, LLMs.txt files, and rigid FAQ formatting. Most website owners don't have the coding background to implement this by hand. If your site isn't built to be read by these new AI crawlers, your content becomes invisible to a growing majority of internet users. That brings us to TrafficGenie. It positions itself as a complete, automated bridge to this new AI citation landscape, all for a single payment of $37. You type in one keyword and the software claims to handle everything else. It writes the post, hosts it on their servers, and injects your affiliate links without any manual input. But when a sales page promises a totally hands-free income stream with zero ongoing effort, the math rarely adds up in practice. Our task is to determine if this automation generates legitimate visibility or if it creates a structural footprint that triggers algorithmic penalties. Let's look at how the pipeline actually operates. The entire process starts by handing the engine a single keyword. This flowchart outlines the output pipeline. The software takes that keyword and spits out a 1,200-word article, completely pre-formatted with a TLDR summary, a data table, and an FAQ section. Those specific elements are highly effective. AI engines like Perplexity and ChatGPT are biased towards structured data. They prioritize clear questions and organized tables over thick paragraphs of text. The software also automatically wraps all of this in schema markup, the hidden code that explicitly tells a machine exactly what the page is about. But here is the critical vulnerability in this system. The software is built to pump out up to 60 of these articles a month, entirely unchecked by a human editor. Modern search algorithms are aggressively targeting mass-produced text. They are specifically filtering out content that lacks first-hand experience or a unique perspective. You get perfectly executed SEO formatting, but the actual words filling those structures are highly likely to read as generic and commoditized. Excellent technical plumbing simply cannot save an article if the underlying text is identified as low-value algorithmic filler. Then there is the financial model. The marketing heavily emphasizes that a single $37 payment secures automated traffic forever. Looking at this graph, the reality is different. That initial flat fee comes with a hard cap of 100,000 generated words. At a pace of 60 articles a month, each over 1,000 words, you will burn through that allocation in about 6 weeks. Once that happens, the machine stops. To keep the content engine running, you have to connect your own paid API key from a third-party provider like OpenAI or Anthropic. You are now paying directly for the computing cost of every word generated. Maintaining that advertised volume transitions from a one-time fee into an escalating pay-as-you-go operating expense. That entry price is just an educational toll booth to test the software, not a lifetime pass to unlimited commercial production. The software also attempts to remove all technical friction by hosting your new sites entirely on their own servers. No WordPress, no domain setup required. It is incredibly convenient to launch a site in seconds. But if that foundation is pulled away, the entire business collapses instantly. This flowchart illustrates the danger of digital sharecropping. You are building a business on a proprietary server where you have zero legal ownership of the underlying asset. If the software creator changes their terms of service, raises their fees, or simply shuts the platform down, your entire portfolio of websites and traffic vanishes overnight. You cannot pack up your site and move it to another host. A digital property only has financial value if you actually own the domain and control the hosting environment. TrafficGenie successfully democratizes the complex structural rules of answer engine optimization. It translates tedious schema code and formatting requirements into a one-click process. However, using it exactly as advertised means mass-producing vulnerable text on leased digital land. The aggressive direct response marketing pitches a hands-free fantasy, but surviving search updates requires careful editorial review and actual asset ownership. The product functions as a technical structuring tool, despite being sold as a hands-free income stream. This decision matrix breaks down how to approach this tool. If you are a beginner, use this strictly as a cheap educational sandbox to learn AI formatting, but do not expect it to build a lasting empire. For niche site operators, the risk level is high. Reject the proprietary hosting features if you want resale value. Study the AEO formatting it generates, extract those ideas, and apply them manually to your independent platforms. For local business owners, proceed with extreme caution. You can use the engine to generate a first draft, but you must manually edit every output to protect your brand reputation. Surviving the shift to AI search requires adopting these new formatting rules, but you cannot compromise on digital ownership or genuine human quality to get there.